Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is King Coda. Welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going over Keqing, who I don't have. Luckily, my wife has not only Keqing, but also a constellation on. We'll be going over her skills, abilities, equipment, party format, all that. If you wind up enjoying this video, please feel free to leave a like and go ahead and subscribe so that number goes up and I get a little bit of satisfaction about it. Alright, let's get right in. So, Keqing is a one-handed sword main DPS kind of character. She has some of the fastest overall attacks in the game, making her potential DPS output among the highest. Her E ability is a lightning stiletto that she can throw. When it interacts with when you throw it at a target, it explodes in damage. It also marks them with the stiletto. Anything marked with the stiletto, you can teleport to by hitting the E button again, or alternatively, you can throw the stiletto, do a charged attack, and explode it into an AoE of electro damage. Her Q ability, which I do not have fully charged right now, is a AoE electric attack that deals multiple hits of damage. Taking a look at our first talent, Yunlai Swordsmanship. This is your basic attack. You perform up to 5 rapid hits, which of course scales with your base attack damage. Her second talent is Stellar Restoration. Hurls a lightning stiletto that annihilates her enemies with a swift thunder. This is your E ability, as I demonstrated. Her third talent is Starward Sword. This is your Q, and it scales with AoE electro damage. Thundering Penance is your level 20 skill unlock. Within 5 seconds of recasting Stellar Restoration, while a lightning stiletto is present, Keqing's normal and charge and plunging attacks are converted to electro damage. This is very strong and has some great utility with some of her other abilities. Aristocratic Dignity. When casting Skyward Sword, this is your Q, Keqing's crit rate is increased by 15%, and her energy recharge is increased by 15%, up to a maximum of 8 seconds. So basically, you're going to be critting after your ultimate, as well as refunding energy to get another ultimate a lot faster, which also has good synergy for one of her constellations. Land's Overseer. When dispatched on an expedition in Leeway, time consumed is reduced by 25%. Now, this used to be kind of worthless because why would you ever send Keqing out on expeditions? But with the most recent 1.1 update, you can actually send characters away on expeditions and still use them in your party. So it's overall just a good ability for Keqing to have, get you those resources 25% faster. Looking at her constellation, her first constellation is Thundering Might, and as I said, my wife has this one. Recasting Stellar Restoration, aka using your E for the teleport, while a lightning stiletto is present, causes Keqing to deal 50% of her attack as AoE electro damage at the start point of the terminus of her blink. So basically, you teleport to where you throw the stiletto to do damage, and you leave damage where you were. This is helpful for if you're getting away from one group of ads to attack a boss, or you're in a boss's face attacking, because then you're hitting them twice. Taking a look at her second one, Keen Extraction. When Keqing's normal and charge attacks hit enemies affected by Electro, they have a 50% chance to produce an elemental particle. This effect can only occur once every 5 seconds. So this is what I was saying, she has some good utility with her other abilities. After you use her E, for instance, you will be dealing electro damage as the E, and then your normal and charged attacks become electro charged. So your normal and charged attacks will give you the electro damage to inflict enemies with, which will give you the 50% chance of getting the elemental particle. It also can trigger from your Q ability, thus getting you even more recharge from that from your level 70 skill. Foreseen Reformation increases level of Starward Sword by 3. Maximum upgrade level is 15. Attunement. For 10 seconds after Keqing triggers an electro-related elemental reaction, which you will be doing a lot if you have her normal and charged attack be inflicted with Electro, you get her attack increased by 25%. Beckoning Stars increases the level of Stellar Restoration, your E, by 3, up to a maximum level of 15. And Tenacious Star. When initiating a normal attack, a charged attack, Elemental Skill, or Elemental Burst, Keqing gains 6% electro damage bonus for 8 seconds. Effects triggered by normal attack, charge attack, elemental skills, elemental burst are considered independent entities, which can each independently trigger that 6% electro damage bonus. And as I said, you will be getting, like, say you use her E, trigger an electro damage attack, then you will get 6% bonus damage to your normal attacks, which are now doing electro damage bonus. So, all in all, very good. Take a look at her weapons and equipment. For the early game, there's really only one set I can say to give to Keqing, and that would be the Berserker's piece for an increased crit rate. You could also go for the Brave set, which increases your attack by 18%. Not too bad. I'm just not a fan of the Brave set overall, and I never get enough pieces to drop to make it worth it. For the mid to late game, you're looking at the Glad pieces. As a 2-piece, they'll give you that 18% attack bonus. And as a 4-piece, because you use a sword, your normal attack damage is increased by 35%, and this does stack with the electro damage bonus you will be getting from the other abilities. As for the dungeon artifacts, one of the best pieces you can put on Keqing is the Thundering Fury set. As a 2-piece, you'll increase your electro damage bonus by 15%, which does apply to your normal attack damage because it will get the electro damage from your E. As well as at the 4-piece, it increases damage caused by Overload, Electrocharge, and Superconduct, pretty much any electric elemental reaction, by 40%. And when you trigger those effects, your elemental school cooldown, your E, is reduced by 1 second, which can occur within every second. So you get your E back ridiculously fast, allowing you to keep your electric going. The other set that is usable, not necessarily the best, is Bloodstained Chivalry. It increases your physical damage by 25% as a 2-piece. The 4-piece, in my opinion, kind of sucks for the set, but the 2-piece is very good, especially because Keqing attacks so quickly, you can get a lot of physical damage out of her. Also worth noting is the Noblesse Oblige. Typically more set for your supports, but it can work on your DPS. Elemental Burst damage is increased by 20%, your Q ability. And when you use your Q ability, it increases all party members' attack by 20% for 12 seconds. So with how quickly you can get your Q, this can be very effective for her. Taking a look at weapons. Early game, something like the Fillet Blade works very well for her for a 3-star weapon. On hit, has a 50% chance to deal 400% attack damage. This is at Refinement Rank 5. You can get blue weapons for Refinement Rank 5 very easily, which can only occur once every 11 seconds. So with how quickly you attack, you can trigger this quite a bit. You could also give her something like the Favonius Sword, where critical hits have a chance to generate a small amount of elemental particles. Again, it helps get your Q a lot faster, which is very good for Keqing, but not necessarily something that I would write home about. Another great one that everyone gets as a part of leveling, and you can craft it at the blacksmith, is the Prototype Rancor. On hit, normal and charged attack increase attack and defense by 4% for 6 seconds, up to a max of 4 stacks. So basically, you can get 16 attack and defense very quickly with Keqing's quick attack. But her best in slot weapon, in my opinion, is the flute. Not only does it have high attack scaling as a purple, plus attack percentage, it is also capable of really synergizing with Keqing's hit. Normal and charged attacks grant a harmonic on hit. When you gain 5 harmonics, which remember, you do a 5-hit combo, when you get 5 of them, you trigger an AoE that deals 100% attack damage to surrounding enemies. Each harmonic lasts up to 30 seconds, and a maximum of 1 can be gained every 0.5 seconds, pretty much every time you're doing a hit in your combo. Yeah, it's only 100%, whereas a Flay Blade's 400%, but what it is the Flay Blade has an 11-second cooldown, and a 50% chance they can activate, whereas this, you're pretty much going to get it every 1 to 2 combos of Keqing's normal attacks, and it's only at refinement rank 1 for that 100%. It, of course, scales up with more refinement. I think this is an excellent weapon for Keqing. The only downside is you have to pull it from the Wish banner, so best of luck. So whenever it comes to party formats for Keqing, she is, of course, your frontline main DPS. So you want to give her characters that can synergize and support well with her. For instance, she does electro damage, so somebody can put sustained fire on an enemy to cause overload. Very good, like Xiangling, for instance. Also, somebody that can freeze targets, so that way you can get the superconduct is very nice. So you got Keqing. Or maybe you want to put, you're free to play, you don't have a Keqing. That's fine. You can go ahead and put Kaya here. Basically, utility is all you need to go alongside your Keqing. She can synergize pretty well with a lot of parties, being an electric damage dealer. But I do think Xiangling, maybe Kaya, Barbara, you know, would be the go-to party format for free to play. And that's kind of it. Those are my thoughts on Keqing, as well as build ideas for her. Breaking down really quickly her artifact, what stats you want on each artifact. Flower and Feather are always HP and attack, you know, respectively. Hourglass, I would say either put Elemental Recharge or attack percent on it. Personally, I'm swinging towards attack percent over Elemental Recharge, just simply because you want as much damage as you can out of Keqing. On your cup, you definitely want electro damage. Best of luck getting a cup that has good substats and electro damage. I still haven't got that for my Beto, so you know, but that's kind of what you're looking for here. On your headpiece, you're looking for either crit rate or crit damage. It really kind of depends on what the subs for your others have. If you have a lot of crit rate as subs from your other pieces, you want crit damage here, or vice versa, but you want one of those two on that piece. And that is it for Keqing. If you found this guide at all useful, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want more guides in the future, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.